Okay, so I read an article in Entrepreneur magazine where fashion icon Diane von Furstenberg says every successful person feels like a loser, even me. And the fashion icon went on to say that she knows things will go wrong and that she'll have doubts even today. But she says there's one thing entrepreneurs can always control: themselves. So the question is, ladies, as business professional women, have you ever felt like a loser?
I don't like the word loser. That's the thing. It's a very, very strong word. For me, yeah, there are times when, you don't feel confident in your abilities, but does that make you a loser? That just makes you a person who doesn't feel that confident today.
And it actually makes you normal.
Yes.
You're actually human. Because sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. It's not always going to be perfect. And that's what, once you understand that, from what she's talking about, I personally feel it's a thing of the mindset. So it's the way you carry yourself and the way you perceive the particular projects you're doing at that particular time. You might think, yeah, that's not worked the way I like it to work, but that doesn't make you a loser. Again, it's the whole thing of challenge. It might not particularly be your forte. Being on this is not my forte. However, working with children is like, hands down, that's my bread and butter. That's one thing I love to do. Doing this, I might not necessarily come across like the professional speaker and all that, but that doesn't make me a loser. It just means it's not my forte. It's not really where I feel most confident or most comfortable. But the fact that you get to do it, you get to try it, still actually makes you that person and not the loser. Definitely,
I agree with you. I think you're very right. I think getting to that point can sometimes be a bit of a journey for a lot of people. But I want to ask you a question, and I think I have to admit, I've been here, been in this situation, where have you ever said to yourself, so-and-so, we went to school together, and so-and-so is doing this, that, and the other, I haven't. You've never done that?
I've never compared myself. I think for a very long time, and I'll take this slightly back to obviously where I find most comfort, which is church. So I'll take that back there. From a very young age, and I'm talking in my, 25, 27, once I understood what was right and wrong, and I was honest with myself. It's one thing knowing, and it's one thing being honest with yourself that you're real. You're not really, you're B-I-T-C-A. You're not really being honest with yourself.
Right.
If you're really honest and you're truthful to yourself, you start to fix your mindset.
No, you definitely.
So once you fix your mindset, you definitely know then that no, there's no point comparing.
Also, I think it also comes from a place of upbringing as well. And for me as a person, like my parents growing up, they never compared me to anyone else. So I never really experienced that. However, I see parents compare their children to me.
Really?
And it's quite bad. I always feel like I have to step in and say, no, you shouldn't do that.
It's interesting that you brought that up, because as soon as you said it, I thought to myself, have I gone through that because my parents compared me? And the person that I always compare myself with is the person my parents always compared me to.
And they happen to be doing well.
Yeah, they're doing well. So I always compare myself to that.